What's up, everyone? How are you? My name is Omar Wasim. I am a junior software engineering student and an Ocean Campus leader. Uh, I already recorded a video about LaTeX last semester, but the video was really bad. I recorded when it was very cold and it was in the morning, and when someone will see the video, he will thought what's a drunk person he's talking. So it was really bad. So this time I decided to record another video. It will be a little bit long, but it will be completely A to Z LaTeX. It will help you. I will show you how to write LaTeX with AI, how the AI can help you also. I will show you several examples from my research paper, my past research papers. So yeah, uh, let's start. So this is Overleaf. You can actually write your research paper with LaTeX locally on your VS Code. There is a way for that. It's a little bit hard to implement it if you have MacBook, but if you have Windows, it will be so easy to implement it. Otherwise, you can write here in Overleaf. Overleaf is for free. There is some limitation, even if you want to have upgrade. The subscription for a student is only $9 monthly, so it's so cheap. So I think you already have the link for my template, the IEEE template. So what you're gonna do, you just gonna copy the project and copy it, and you will see it here. So now you have uh, your own template, your own copy, and you will take it like this. You will press on it, and you will have my template. It is IEEE template, but it's very clean. I clean it very well. Have all the package. You see these packages, because in IEEE template you will not see all these packages. So many stuff, like for example, this template you can't make it like in these colors like this. It will not be in this, and it will not look like this table if you will use the original template for IEEE. Even when the citation, there is no color with citation, many stuff. So after many papers, research paper I wrote, and many articles I wrote, I learned what I want. So I implement most of the package, essential packages I want, and you need to write. So it's completely enough actually. I have also another template for Elsevier. I took it from someone who copied it, who clean it and make it really good. So I have two templates right now. So let's start with research papers. So let's took like for example this paper. This paper, we already finished the writing, we submitted. So let's talk how to implement a photo, a figures. So for example, you are doing uh, uh, analysis for the data set. You analyze it. You have all the code here. You have figures here. For example, for example, this figure. You want to implement, for example, this figure. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna copy, save image as, and you will name it. Okay, you can name it anything, but let's download one, save it, and you will go to this paper. You need to add it. This is how the file tree going on, like how the files I organize it. Figures, main text, and resources. It's already organized. So what you're gonna do, you will go to figures, press here, upload, select file, download one, and it's uploaded. You can see it here. What is it? Download one. How you can implement it in your text? What you're gonna do? You go to the main, open code editor. Don't open visual editor. Visual editor is uh, for newbie. We are software engineering guys. Come on, yani open code editor and be a man, real man, and let's code together. So for example, you want to implement it where you want to cite it. For example, let's cite it here. for downlink. So I will press like this, and he will direct you to the text you want to implement it, for example. Okay, let's do it here. So what you're gonna do, you'll press backslash, you will write figure, begin figure, and then you will choose from the figures, download one. This is our figure we want to implement it. You need to write in the caption something, for example, research anything paper. Okay, and here also you need to change something you can remember it, because I will tell you why. For example, what's the figure about? It's about BER. Okay, so you go here, BER, this SNR, for example. So just remember it, and then you will recompile. Okay, the photo is here, but it's small. So what you're gonna do, let's make it bigger, 0.5. We will make it, for example, 0.7. It's good. Let's make it 0.9. Yeah, now it's good. Sometimes you want it in this place, but when you cite the figure, it's not cited in the same place you want it. Because there's many photos, there's many text, it's pushing down or pushing up. So what you're gonna do, there is a package, there is a code, you will write it, and that will force this figure to be in this place exactly. What you're gonna do, brackets and H capital. H capital, don't write anything else. H capital, that will say to this figure to being cited in this place exactly. I don't want any other place. Okay. There is another thing why I write this label, because when you will cite a photo, you need to talk about it. You need to mention it in the text before the figure or after the figure, doesn't matter. So for example, I want to cite it here. For example, this, you will write backslash ref, and you will go to what will BER. Okay, this one. You will write here fig, like figures, as some space, fig. So it will be like figure 2, because this is 2, and he will know. I will show you later. Fig 2, talking anything about BER in communication. Sorry for my spelling. Okay, so let's recompile. Figure 2, talking about BER in communication. So in this way you can cite any figures. So easy, very, like, it's not complicated. So this is for figures. Let's go for tables. For example, let me show you how you can write tables in LaTeX. Tables, it's a little bit different because it's hard. For example, if you want to implement something like this tables, you need to write all this code. And mostly you will take this tables from your like work here. For me, I am writing the code by myself. Sometimes I'm using AI, but for you, if you are just starting with LaTeX, what you're gonna do, for example, you will take a screenshot for this, and then you will go to AI. You can use any AI. For me, I'm using Abacus. Abacus have multiple AI models. You can use it. For me, I will use Sun Cloud Ops 4.5 because it's the best in coding. You will choose the photo. You choose the photo here, and then you will tell him, give me this table in LaTeX format. And because we are using IEEE template, so the table he will give me it will be very big for this format for IEEE, because like we are not a single line of code, not single line of writing. We are like two lines. So I will give him some examples. For example, I will give him this example, so he will know like the capacity, and I mean the size of the table I want. Uh, then I will go to the AI. What is the AI? Okay, it's here. Make sure that the size of the table will be similar to this example. And I'll press here. Boom. Will write me the code. And when he write it, LaTeX format, okay. By the way, HTTPQ, this code is like H capital. That's this code. It will force the table to stay in the place I cited, not being forced by any text or photos. So we're gonna do copy, and we go to the paper. For example, let's cite it here. Control D. Let's see, where is it? Okay, it's here. What's the name, bar or location? No, it's not this one. This one. So what you're gonna do, uh, if you don't know how to write in LaTeX and change here, you can just copy it again and send it to AI and tell him make it more smaller. Let's talk with him again. Mm, smaller, smaller, please. It's Bane actually. The table is Bane in LaTeX, but if you are really good with LaTeX, you know how to code, you can immediately fix it here. But since that will take a lot of time, you can do it with AI. Same thing here, by the way. Like for example, where in the label you can label bar or location, and then you can mention this table before or after the table. Say again like a backslash and ref from references, and bar or location label table reference talking about our location, for example. Let's see what he did. Okay, now it's smaller. Let's take it. Replace it. Let's see it. It's work. Look, it's work. Of course, you need to check if all the information here is same or not. And it's work. And also our talking, where we did mention. It's somewhere here. Anyway, so this is for table. So easy, not a big deal. Let's talk also about references, which is very important. There is two way to cite references. There is this way of references, like you will something called bibtex. You will get the bibtex. I will show you how you can get the bibtex and put it here, and then you will cite it in the paper. I will show you how. And there is another way of citation, which is you will put them all of them in the main file here, and it's called bibliographic style. It's different. I don't prefer this way. I prefer the BibTeX because it's more organized and it's more. I feel it's more professional, to be honest. But there is some templates they don't accept bib file, only accept it in the main file of the references, because they don't accept to send them multiple files when you publish your paper, when you submit it. So it depends. It's so easy. You can take all these, for example, all these, you will copy everything here and send it to AI and tell him the style of references you want to do. So it's not a big deal. Let me show you. For example, I want to cite my paper because this paper is talking about communication. So I want to cite one of my papers. So what you're gonna do, you will go to Google Scholar, you will search about any paper you want. For example, let me search about my paper. My profile. I have one paper published until now, but I have more, but it's not published yet. So what you're gonna do, you okay, coming here, and then you want to cite this paper. You can cite it from this, or let's say this is my paper. I'll go to IEEE, cite this. You'll go to BibTeX. You will take this, and you will go to bib resources.bib, and you will paste it here. But there is something. Keyword is not important. That will take out of time. Space, sorry. Let's make it more beautiful here. Okay. There is something where when you will cite something, cite a paper. For example, I want to cite the paper in this place. What you're gonna do? Backslash and cite this one, and then he will start to you'll start to choose from these names. From where these names came, it came from here, the first, this one before this comma. Anything before this comma, this is the name of the reference. So it's not good to only take the name that you will see it in this website. It's not good because it's not, you can't remember all of them. It will be hard, pain. It will be pain. So what you're gonna do, for example, this is my paper. So I want to just name it Omar. So I remember it. So I will come here, Omar, recompile. And you can see it's here, 23. Okay. There is something. When you will add it in the resources.bib file, the reference, it will not be added in the references until you will cite it in the text in this way. When you will cite it in this way, you will see the number here and you will see it here. There is something also. If you name the reference, for example, like what I was doing before, I was like, for example, this one, I will name it 1 or 2 or 3. It doesn't matter that mean it will be here 1 or 2, 3. It depends on the template. They will name it here differently. Maybe you will cite it the first, like you will cite it here as a first. Like for example, you name it 1, so you will cite it here, cite 1. It will not be the first one here. It will not be like don't mix this, okay? Because I had this problem before. So this is for citation. There is something also. I don't know why I can't see it in my profile, but for example, forget my paper. Okay, let's go here. For example, I want to cite something about DNS. I will go to 2024. I need something new, and I will see this cited from Google Scholar. It's better. To be honest, it's better after many paper I wrote. To cite it from Google Scholar, it's much better. You will cite it here, and you will go to BibTeX and copy it, and you'll go to here, resources, and name. Of course, you need to name it. For example, this is anything, like you need to have your own your own mythology of naming your citation, how to remember them. For me, I was naming by numbers, but then I was naming them by authors. Like for example, Sergo is a very popular researcher in cybersecurity. So Sergio. So I name it like this, and I will come here in the same way. Oh, if you want to, for example, this text, I will cite. There is two papers talking about this paragraph. Okay, so what you're gonna do, Omar, and then comma, and you will choose another one. For example, sir, this one. So we'll see two paper here. Two references will be cited here. 23, 24. Okay. There is no limits for how many papers you can cite in one brackets. Okay, it's unlimited. There is something also. Please don't cite any papers in the conclusion section because there should be no citation in the conclusion section. Same thing for abstract, no citations, only an introduction and and literature review. You need to cite a lot of papers. And if you have space, for me, I can't because the papers I did, these papers, the conference I submitted, the maximum pages it's pages. But if you have space or you are writing a journal paper, it's better to have a template after you doing literature review and compare between all the papers. You will do a table, sorry, a tables having all these papers you discuss with all their difference. Of course, your paper will be in the end, and in the last column you will discuss why your paper is better than them. You need to make it better. Okay, this is just an extra point. Also, you can cite a lot of paper in methodology. If you have, for example, only nine references and you want to raise it, you need to cite more. y- You have a good chance in the methodology section, because in the methodology section you will write a lot of some mathematical equations, and you need to bring their own papers, like from where this, like mathematical equation, anything you will talk about it in the methodology, you need to cite it. You need to say from where this thing came. For example, registration, from where it's coming from. 20. 20 is, where is the 20? It's here, this one. This paper was talking about this model, and I cite the paper for that. Okay, that will make it like it will give you a lot of references. You can cite it. So yeah, we discuss about how to cite figures, how to cite, how to write tables, how to make references, and that's all for now. Let me show you something for this paper. This paper, this color, you see this color is touchable. When I write 8, it will go to the 8, okay? And there is a color, this blue color, I make it also. And you don't need to write anything. I already cite the package for this in the code, so it will be okay for you. And also I did something, in the names here, in the names, you can cite your do I link, so all your paper will be cited do I. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, the orchid. This is my orchid. You can take it like this, and you can put it here. The code is not here available right now, but I will cite it later. It's already in the template I send you, so you can just put it. You will see something like orchid, and there's two brackets, and you'll put it in the between two brackets, so it will be easy. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Please run the video on 1.2x or 1.5x faster, so it will not get boring. Have a nice day, and I hope you will finish all your projects successfully. Get AA as much as you can. And if you want any help, please text me. I would love to help. Thank you so much.